Yeah, so Explorer is a new format. It's not live on Arena just yet, but I'm excited about it and I want to play it. So we got together a handful of other degens, and this is the deck that I more or less built in paper to play in Pioneer. Now, obviously, they're not the same format. There are a few cards that are legal in Pioneer that are not legal, that are not implemented on Arena, and they're therefore not available in Historic. The big miss from this deck is that we don't have Supreme Verdict. Supreme Verdict is a 5 mana blue white board clear that can't be countered. So pretty important against like your spirits decks and your tempo-y mono bluey style decks. Um, so instead, we've taken out the 4 copies of that and we've replaced it with 3 copies of Doomscar and 1 copy of Farewell. Farewell seems at least reasonably positioned against the red-black sacrifice decks that I know are popular in Pioneer. But the truth is that I'm kind of going in blind. I haven't played a single match of Pioneer yet. Obviously, I haven't played a match of Explorer yet. So we are kind of playing this entirely by ear. The popular decks of the format, like I said, are blue-white control. Red-black sacrifice is also there. And Winota. Um, Winota's a very popular deck as well. They have obviously Winota's not banned in Explorer. She will be, as she is in Historic, and she has some pretty big toys to play with that we will probably see eventually. Okay, so I'm gonna hop into the DGen chat right now. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so we know we're up against Mono Red. We know we're on the draw. We do have March, um, but the rest of this hand is pretty crappy against them. I think we can probably afford to mulligan. Let's see, what's in my deck? I probably need something more removal heavy than 2 Teferis and a Memory Deluge, so I'm going to mull this. This is better. We'll keep this. We do need to draw a second white source for Doomscar to be live. And I think Deluge is probably the putback. Mountain. Sideways Monkey. Takes me back. Okay, so that's another land. Unfortunately, it's not a Doomscar casting land. So probably the play here is going to be to play one of these Jwari Disruptions tapped, and then we'll make a decision about the Hollowed Fountain. Robber. Yeah, okay. It's irritating against us, to be sure. We find Absorb. So we can either Jwari Disrupt her turn 3 play, which could turn out badly for us. She's a good player. She could play around that. We could foretell Doomscar in the hopes that it will eventually be good. I think probably the play here, honestly, as much as it sucks, is just to shock in the Hollowed Fountain and say go. And if she plays something that we can counter with Jwari Disruption, then that's great. If she doesn't, we can march the Monkey. We can even march the Robber, pitching to Fairy. That's not the worst either. Yeah, okay, that's fine. If she wants to cast a Narset, then that's fine with me. Just says go. Okay. Um. So what's the play? Probably supposed to just aggressively try to stay alive. I don't know that we're going to be able to get it to Fairy down. Yeah, let's... Oops. Like, obviously she's got a burn spell that's going to go face. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we have an Absorb that will gain us some life. We find Wandering Emperor. We still don't have the double white to cast it, which is depressing, but gotta do what you gotta do. Robber of the Rich. So she's probably stuck on mana, is how I'm interpreting this. I think the plan, since we need to find double white for our hand to do anything at all, I think I'm going to cast the Torii Disruption, because as a land, it doesn't achieve very much. And if we draw untapped white next turn, then we're closer to casting Doomscar. Otherwise, we just absorb everything for a few turns until we find the second white source to cast the Wandering Emperor and try to stabilize. I should probably be setting stops here. There's the white source. Okay, I suppose that works. We do need the 5th land to be able to play him, but that's fine. Ramming up runes is an issue. That's pretty good. I probably should have minused on like to tap, because I forgot that Torbrand was going to make those things trade. In any event, let's send Torbrand away. And they'll need to have a burn spell specifically to kill Teferi here. If they don't, then, you know, we still have Wandering Emperor in play. Pumping creatures. We have a Doomscar in our back pocket. That's real good. That's real good. Okay. Then I guess we're just going to buy Yorion for Tell Doomscar Sego. Hey, just for demo. We are in serious trouble. Of course, this Torbrand's coming back. We foretold the Doomscar, so she knows it's coming. So she's going to be reluctant to play into it, but hopefully she doesn't see the second Doomscar coming. Embercleave. All right. So we take another 4. We're down to 5. Ramanap Runes is in play. So how do we do this? If we play Yorion, it does stuff the Chain Whirler, but we still take damage through that. I think it does have to be Doomscar. The question is, do we play the one from hand, or do we play the one from exile? I think the answer is we play the one from exile, because I think there is a pretty decent chance, A, that we need to cycle the Shark Typhoon for 0 to keep drawing answers, and B, it makes her more likely to play into the Doomscar that we have in hand. But obviously we are in significant trouble. That's real good. Possibly another, like, Bone Crusher in hand. Oops. Not for x equals 2, for x equals 0. Yeah. Okay. Bara's not bad. So if they suit up the Chain Whirler and swing, we get to bounce it with Otawara and cast Omen of the Sea, which will cost 4. Actually, we won't be able to do that. We can also... Yorion, just if they suit up the Chain Whirler with Embercleave sucks. We're also dead to Ramanap Ruins, actually. That is an enormous problem. I don't think there's a way out of that, unfortunately. We need to find some life gain, and I don't think... This is my first time playing this deck, but I don't think any exists other than that. So, like, we can hope she makes a mistake. But she should just crack the Ramanap Ruins here. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter. Gets to attack, too. Nothing we can do. Yeah, so that Goblin Chain Whirler killing both of our Planeswalkers was probably something I should have played around, but didn't. But luckily our sideboarding plan is pretty solid, I think. Feel like what's no good against them? I feel like Farewell is kind of slow, but also like this isn't like a super fast mono red deck. It's a little slower than the ones that exist in Historic, just because of the alchemy cards. Veto seems pretty bad. I just want to rely on Absorb for my counter spells. Shark Typhoon is kind of mopey, but at least it blocks. Narset, meh. Narset's kind of slow. Narset's Reversal. How do we feel about that? They cast a burn spell. We bounce it back to their hand basically and kill something. That's not great. Is there anything in here that's bad? No, I think this is fine. Do we want a lobster? A lobster is probably difficult for them to deal with. Maybe I want one lobster instead of one. Oh, the deluges are actually pretty slow as well. So maybe... At least Veto is a 2-mana counterspell. I don't want to get rid of all of the deluges. I don't think I want all 4 Teferis either. Maybe I want just still 2 Vetoes in here. Alright, we'll try this. Okay, so, you know, for all of that, we did mulligan to 6 against a mono red that was on the play. So things were not... If it weren't for that Chain Whirler killing our Planeswalkers, I think we were pretty likely to stabilize. So things are not as bad as they look. Mulligan. Okay. Okay. So we have to make a choice about whether to foretell Doomscar or cast Omen. Drawing Wandering Emperor, does that change anything? We foretell the Doomscar, then they know about it, but Omen just doesn't affect the board at all. Next turn, they play Robber of the Rich, attack. And then are we willing to Doomscar? Maybe we are. Like, maybe their next play is Annex. Alright, I think I like foretelling the Doomscar. I think I've talked myself into it. Yeah, so there's the Robber. And I think we are just going to fire off this Doomscar before they can get Annex down. And then the following turn, hopefully, if we draw land, which we can't seem to do, if they play Annex and then try to attack with it, they attack into the Wandering Emperor. So I think we're fine just taking our 2 for 1 here, slowing them down. Ooh, land go. Love that. Alright. You have to feel like that one came off the top, right? There's no way she wouldn't have played that last turn. But we will slow down and bluff Absorb. Now we're going to cast Omen. We're going to hit our land drops. Field of Rune's not bad. I honestly think I kind of want both of these. Okay. So we can Teferi Plus. What could she have? Like, there was no stick. We can Teferi Plus and have March pitching one of these Emperors to kill almost any bad thing that can happen to us. Yeah. Let's just get him going. Fry. Okay. Roiling Vortex, sure. Am I willing to pitch one of these Emperors to kill that Vortex? I think I am. This isn't Vigilant when it flips, right? No. March, what a card. Sure. Rewarded immediately. So to cast this, we need 3 white and 2 blue. We have 3 white and 2 blue, but yeah. I think we're probably taking 2 from Kazakhstan here, right? Then we have Absorb available. We can buy Yorion. Yeah, I don't feel threatened enough by this Kazakhstan to kill it on sight. Maybe that's wrong, but she's low on resources. She did mulligan. She is flooding. Maybe I shouldn't have tapped the Field of Ruin. Yeah, that's fine. We'll absorb that. All right. So we have 7 mana. That's not enough to Wandering Emperor, but it is enough to Field of Ruin Wandering Emperor. I guess we do that main phase. We can also just Yorion. Yeah, I think Yorion is fine. Don't want those. That's pretty good. Okay, so nothing too terrible can happen to us. I just say go. Sure. Okay. That went better. Yeah, I think I like the sideboard plan, honestly. As long as we draw our lands. We do have a ton of early interaction for them, right? We have 4 Fateful Absence, 3 Portable, 4 March, 2 Sunset Revelry, 2 Aethergust. Jwari Disruption in a pinch. And then anything that gets past that suite gets dealt with by Doomscar Wandering Emperor. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Okay. These 2 cards are just a little too early. Veto, I think, is just bad. We can Omen, try to find some interaction. I think we could just get rolled over here. I think I'm gonna keep it. Sure. Gust is good. We like Gust. Sideways Monkey. Sure. Wandering Emperor is good. So let's see. Do I have her list? No. We didn't put the lists in the Discord, so I don't know what she's got. I feel like it's going to be the Wandering Emperor's job to deal with one of these firebrands. I think if she didn't have a turn 2 play, she must have a turn 3 play, which suggests Chain Whirler. I think we need to hold up Aethergust. And if she has nothing, then we can cast Omen. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Chain Whirler. Can't tolerate that, unfortunately. We just don't have the board wipe available. So we'll send that home. Absorb's a good one. If we shock it in, she knows about it. So the question then is, does she have anything like a Bone Crusher Giant? I think we're supposed to shock in Hallowed Fountain, knowing that she's going to draw the Goblin Chain Whirler and that was her best play last turn. Give her a chance to cast Embercleave. No Embercleave. Okay. 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 I think we still want to be patient here. I think Embercleave is just the only thing that makes sense, right? We have to take this. Because we can't risk her Embercleaving whatever we don't. Alright, let's play the Wandering Emperor here. And I think we're supposed to minus on the Firebrand. Gust is good. We like Gust. Yeah, let's just hit our land drop so we can eventually get to this lobster and win the game. Those are good cards, but I just want land. And we're just going to say goodbye to the Wanderer here. If she cracks the Ramen runes, then we're pretty happy here, I think. Because it restricts her mana and what she's able to do on future turns. So we're not buying Yorion. She knows we have something. 5 mana. Attacks. Attacks, pause. Okay. So she found the Embercleave, right? She did. So I think the play here is just veto this Embercleave, let this trade happen, and then buy Yori and hold up Aethergust the next turn. That's also excellent. But I think Aethergust is the way to go. I want to get the Yorion in play. Actually, what's the worst that can happen to us if we hold up Wandering Emperor here? It's less mana efficient. But we also just get to start taking over the board. Sure. I'll make a samurai. I'll find a shark typhoon. Okay. Is it Yorion or is it just make shark? No, it's Yorion, right? Like, either she draws a spell. This is like certainly a land, right? Either she draws a spell and we Ether Gust it, or she doesn't draw a spell and we'll want to play Yorion the next turn. Fry. We'll send that back. Nice. Cool. Good game. I don't know what he's playing either. On the draw, this is just super slow. What I don't know is how fast the Explorer format is going to be, and whether or not mulliganing these hands is required, or whether you can get away with keeps like this. Also, if he's playing Control, then I know I want to keep this hand, but I think... Okay, in a vacuum, I'm going to keep. But I'm concerned. Haunted Ridge, I'm pretty happy we kept. Do I want to cycle this Rogren Triumph later? Probably, right? Probably. Yeah, we're already... That's our 5th land already. Yeah, we'll just hold that land to cycle later. Ridge, Swamp, Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay. We find March. I may be interested in marching something. The main deck Farewell, if this is like Red-Black Sacrifice, is going to be pretty good. I think we're taking this. This just has better targets, right? If they play the Anvil or a Witch's Oven or something like that. Ooh. That's a problem. Alright. I think we're digging for... Oops. Jeez. That's really good. If we were on the play, this would be no problem at all. I think we're just supposed to cycle this looking for an answer. We need to do something at sorcery speed or it flips to night. Yeah, alright. Yeah, again, we need to do something at sorcery speed or it flips to night. So we're probably just supposed to... I don't know, march this Blood Tithe Harvester. Eventually I Ganjo the Trespasser. It makes us pitch a card. God, this is awful. And they probably have like Sorin or something next turn too. Alright. Take 3. Okay. That's not so bad. What do I want to pitch? Probably the Rogren Triumph. I know we take 3 for doing that. We can also discard Absorb, which is... It's like we absorb the Croxa. Because it still gains us the 3 life. Also, we're going to want to do something sorcery speed if possible, but we don't have anything sorcery speed. Alright, I'm going to pitch the Triumph. Okay, that's encouraging. So he's missing land drops, didn't find it. We find Omen of the Sea, which we can main phase. If we don't, then this becomes a 4/4, which I suppose is like not the worst. But I think I want to cast Omen here. Keep this from flipping, make him have stuff. March seems okay to me. Truthfully, we probably just want to find like Doomscar, Farewell, that kind of thing. Alright. We'll pitch both. I'm probably supposed to keep the March, frankly, but what are you going to do? I think we're going to cycle this irrigated farmland on their end step. They have the option here of exiling their own Kroxa if they want to drain us. Nope. No interest in doing that. Still quite a ways away from casting Kroxa. We do not have our Rest in Pieces in the main deck. That's something that's going to have to come in from the sideboard. We are representing Dovin's Veto. No fear. Chandra Torch is a good one. And we don't have a great answer. Yep. I suppose I still should have waited to cycle that to the end step, but there's no way he does anything but plus and hit us. So, like, now we're in the uncomfortable position of having to Teferi tuck the Chandra, and there's really nothing else. Right? What's the alternative? We can cycle Shark Typhoon for 3, which doesn't kill the Chandra. Yeah, I think we just need to take our medicine here. Teferi's going to mine us on Chandra. Graveyard Trespasser's going to kill Teferi, hopefully. If it doesn't, then that means we're in significant trouble, right? Because we are at 6. If it attacks us, then that means he's probably got a way to kill us, finish us off. Scary. So he has another Kroxa, I suppose. Maybe another 2. Oh, or just a 2-mana answer to a Planeswalker. That's pretty good. In the main deck, that ain't bad. Omen, try to find untapped land, and if we do, then we can hold up Emperor or cycle Shark Typhoon, absorb their play. Chandra is coming back, but not yet. Okay. Doomscar. I don't want to shock in this Hallowed Fountain to be able to play the Emperor, and I need to be able to play the Emperor, so unfortunately, as much as it hurts, I think Doomscar needs to go to the bottom. That's it. I mean, we can cycle the Shark for 1. But we haven't played a creature yet. Like, these cards are likely to be creatures, and then we're dead to instant speed removal. And the next creature they're likely to play is Kroxa anyway, and we don't want Doomscar. We'd rather answer that on the stack. So I think we do bottom both. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, now this is forced, but... yeah, this sucks. I'm probably supposed to, even on end... no, we have Absorb. I was going to say on end step, we're supposed to... on our own end step, we're supposed to flash in Wandering Emperor. Alright. So he's exiling Kroxa, trying to find lethal. That's fine. And now if he has, like, a burn spell somehow... yeah, sure. Okay. Definitely feels like that game is much different on the play than on the draw, because on the play, if we're on the play, the Trespasser never resolves, and that was like the main form of pressure he had for the entire game. However, we have 2 copies of Rest in Peace. We have 2 copies of Ether Gust. I don't think I want 4 Dovin's Vetoes, but like I'm not super opposed to it. Cage. This just seems like red-black value. Like it only affects Croxa. I don't think I want Cage. Sunset Revelry seems kind of reasonable too, actually. We're likely to have less creatures and be at lower life, but there's not... Like, there is also a chance that their value deck has more cards than us, so we might get the full Monty. So now the question becomes, what don't we want? And I'm not sure I have a great answer to that question. I feel like Fateful Absence is bad, but I need an answer to Planeswalkers. Maybe Veto. It seems kind of creature-based. Maybe I don't want all the vetoes. Maybe, again, this is just a situation where I want all the absorbs. Maybe the vetoes come back in on the draw. So that we can counter Chandra 6. Or, not Chandra 6, Chandra 4. Deluge is good in the matchup, but I don't think we want too many. They showed us Graveyard Trespasser, Bone Crusher Giant, Blood Tithe Harvest, or so I think I do want the board wipes. Teferi's probably difficult to protect. They're gonna have some number. Well, Thoughtseize isn't legal in the format actually. And Shark just seems kind of mopey. Maybe this is what we're supposed to do. I don't know, man. I'm confident that the Lobster's not supposed to come in. Not bad. Keep this. Again, it was an example of a hand where we kind of got run over. Not knowing what to keep is tough. So the tapped Castle Lochthwain means I don't feel like I urgently need to Doomscar. So I think I will just take the opportunity to Omen here. Hive, go. Alright. Jaffrey's hand's awkward in this one. Teferi seems good. Land seems good. I'll take both of these. And we can foretell the Doomscar to get it away from, like, hand hate. I don't hate that. Fateful Absence is not something I'm super interested in playing next turn anyway. Let's just take the Doomscar. Foretell the Doomscar here. Fable's good. Fable's really good. I don't think I can tolerate that. I think we're supposed to shock in here and just Fateful Absence that. Jaffrey's mana has shown itself to be awkward. I don't want to give him the opportunity to fix it easily. Right, it's like we could have let them attack and then use the Wandering Emperor to exile the token. I don't know. In retrospect, maybe that was better. Is Thoughtseize legal in Pioneer? I actually don't know. It must be. I'll trust Jaffer on that one. I thought Thoughtseize was illegal. Yeah, Harvester's good. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is going to be a significant problem too. We know it's going to flip next turn. That probably means that we'll want to Doomscar that. Chandra's coming. I think we chill. So like now we have this Kozilek isn't? Okay. So now we have a pretty comfortable play here, right? Like Fable's gonna flip. We can hold up. Oh no. Shit. Oh no, my arena crashed. So he may think twice about casting Chandra. If he does cast Chandra anyway, we can... Oh, I guess we're not representing anything because he cast Thoughtseize, so he knows exactly what our hand is. Nevertheless, I think we need to just take this. Shock in. Shock in, say go. What do you have? What could this be? Alright, well, I'm casting Wandering Emperor. And I feel like she's gonna die. But I think we're gonna plus anyway. Like, what do they have at instant speed that kills a Wandering Emperor? Noxious Grasp? Is there a world where I'm not supposed to cast Wandering Emperor there? Maybe what I am supposed to do here, actually, is just Wandering Emperor minus on the Blood Tithe Harvester, because I'm confident she's going to die. And this allows me to just Fateful Absence the Kiki-Jiki. Alright. You're done. Okay. So Kiki-Jiki doesn't have anything, like, exceptional to copy here. I think we're just going to buy Yorion and say go. Fateful Absence for any Planeswalker they play, and then we'll have Doomskar to clean up the board. I don't love giving my opponent these clue tokens. Drawing 3 Fateful Absence when it's one of the cards that I'm grudgingly playing in the matchup is kind of sad. Yeah, realistically, we probably just Fateful Absence the Kiki-Jiki here, because we don't want to give them the opportunity to... They tap, they activate Bone Crusher Giant. Like, they create a Bone Crusher Giant, it gets... We take 4. I don't want to Doomskar next turn, I want to play Yorion. Okay. And they've committed to not playing Chandra this turn, so we can do this. Fuck. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good one to not show the opponent, though. Hmm. I don't want to Fateful Absence the Bone Crusher. I want them to commit a little more to the board. The problem is that he probably just activates the Hive. But if he activates the Hive, I'll Fateful Absence that. Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll take 4 here. This is fine. And failing that, we can crack the Omen for the Scry as well if we have to absorb something and he doesn't activate the land. But these clues are killing us. And the well-timed Thoughtseize as well. That was pretty good. Alright, just going for it. Do I care about the graveyard at all? Not really. He does have 2. Alright. Crack this, I guess. He wants the mana in combat. Are we getting Bone Crushed? No, he's just gonna eat the clue. Sure. And we are getting outcarded here 4-2 with a manland and another clue token on the way. Tilt. Okay, that's a decent answer to a manland at least. Obviously, like, there's a very good chance that at least one of these is a Planeswalker. And if I'm Jaffer, having cast that Duress, I'm feeling pretty confident just slamming it here. Thank you for the follow, Avery61. It's good to have you around. But we are behind the 8-ball in this one, to be sure. It's possible the Lacroxas came out. Yeah, it's possible the Croxus came out in anticipation of the rest in peace. But now we can crack the Omen. Try to find, like, Teferi? Actually, there's no need to crack the Omen when we can Castle Vantress instead. Just keep that around. Yeah, neither of these are going to do it. We need something a little more impactful than that. You're right on time. Okay, well, at least we can threaten to block with the Hall. But unfortunately, if he resolves Chandra here, then the game is as good as over. I think we have to... I think we have to make him do something here. Yeah. So I don't see any outs here. Oh, wow, that's even scarier. Chandra pluses. Okay. We need to find, like, Ether Gust. That's not bad. Do you have a creature? No. But it does just cycle and gain us life. Okay. This is an answer to Chandra that can't be thought seized. We're probably supposed to keep it. We're in trouble, but okay. Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah. Huh. Alright, well now I think we just need to do this. Kill that Glorybringer. And just hold up this Memory Deluge and represent, like, Absorb. If I wasn't in any trouble, would it be any fun when I win? Probably not. No, you know what? It probably would. Fuck off. Alright. Good game. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, that's why the Faithful Absences aren't very good in the matchup, right? We tread water on board, but eventually those clues just turn into cards and we couldn't answer them. I do think, just given the presence of Chandra, we're supposed to keep them in. But I don't know, it's rough. Hopefully we get another crack at him. She's on the play again. That sucks. We do have Doomscar. Her mono red deck seemed pretty creature based. I guess we keep. Sideways Monkey. Has she had that in all 4 games? Sideways Monkey Robber? It's close. Ooh. Hmm. What are we supposed to do here? It's gotta be Foretell Doomscar, right? Like, this sucks, because we're on the draw again. If we were on the play, this would be outstanding. Because we could Portable Hole, hold up Veto. Unfortunately, I think we're forced to just... We can Portable Hole the Robber. I don't know. Like... She probably doesn't have a better play than just playing into the Doomscar. Oh, shit. What if she has Annex? That would suck. We don't have a great answer to Annex, unfortunately. All right. Well, if she has it, we're just going to have to live with that. Oh, hey, okay. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, she has it. Okay. So, Doomscar. How does Annex work again? They get 4 tokens. We have to Doomscar again. We do have another Doomscar. But we might not get to cast it. Like, the worst case is they get 4 tokens, like they slam Torbrand, and we just take 8. Or, no, we take more, right? We take, 12. We can't play around that. Like, that 1, 2, 3, 4 curve, I think, is just unbeatable. Alright. So, if we have Torbrand, I think we are just dead. Nice. Nice hand. Yep. You got it. I don't think there is any sequence of cards in my deck that deals with that. Okay. That sucks. Portable Hole, Sunset Revelry, Gust. I want all of you. Lobster. I think we trimmed a Veto last time. We trimmed it to Fairy. The Delugers are slow. The Narsets are bad. You're gonna go 24 hours tomorrow, okay? Are you doing some charity event that I don't know about? Yeah, I mean, I guess this is what we're doing again. Could trim a land. Alright. Guess we're doing this. Oh, for the early access event. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, too. I totally forgot the early access event was tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow night. Okay. This is fine. We just need to draw land. We don't have any card advantage, but, you know. What format am I going to stream? I'll probably stream both standard and historic, I would think. The point of this Explorer tournament is so I have Explorer tournament for YouTube without actually having to play it during the pre-release event. Am I supposed to shock in the March there? That can't be right, right? Yeah, no. Alright, I'm a little concerned. I think we're just supposed to hold up Gust for whatever their play is. If she has Bone Crusher Giant, then we are sad. I think we hold up Gust. Double Den is a significant problem. Burning Tree. Yeah, we'll send that home. To the top. Yikes. Okay, so we know she kept the Burning Tree on top. That means she's got something she wants to do with the mana. Does that mean we Portable Hole the Firebrand or not? They didn't... At minimum, Portable Hole hits Burning Tree. Tough. I'm going to Portable Hold the Firebrand. I want to keep my life total high, and I don't think March is going to be useful. Yeah. So you have a 2-drop, 3-drop, Annex. Portable Hole wouldn't have hit Annex. Annex is going to have to get exiled. Also didn't draw land, which is concerning. I think we're going to have to march away the Annex, exiling Veto. I guess we do it in combat. In case she has another Annex. We can't play around another Annex realistically, right? Like, she attacks, says goes, it's just too slow. Yeah, I think we have to do this. I should have let them declare attackers first, I guess, in case there's some way they can activate the den here. Fuck. And we still aren't drawing land. Yeah, I mean... If she fires up the den, yeah, that is what she's doing. What do we do? I don't know. I think we're dead, honestly. Kill Annex, take 3, 5, 6, stand to 10. Another den attack is coming next turn. This just gives them 1 token. Like, we need to find, like, Ether Gust or something, right? We need to find Ether Gust for the Annex, and we need to kill this den so they can't activate 1 next turn. And we just take 5 here. Oh, that's right. It had no devotion. Okay, this is just ridiculous. Yeah. We can only draw 1 card off the Omen, so the only thing we can find is March. If we do find March, then we need to sacrifice both Teferi Hero and Absorb to be able to exile the Annex. Yeah, we're just like dead if we keep this, right? 4, 8, 4, 6, 7, 10, 11. We're dead if we keep this. We need to find March. Okay, that's pretty shitty. That's a bad way to lose. But okay, good game.